Dude, you know what? I'll do it again. Okay, day in the life 2. This is going to be a good one. I have a nice Amazon package coming. I want to backtest Euro Dollar and Aussie Japanese Yen October, hyperlearn the week 1 of October, meditate 10 minutes, film this video, read Carl Jung, which is a book, and plan November. So right now I will be starting with backtesting Euro, US dollar, and Aussie Japanese yen, then going to ASR it on my Notion, and then I'm going to start hyperlearning. So I'll give a little bit of insight into hyperlearning and how I do it. Hope you guys enjoy, and let's get into it. It's currently 7 a.m. if anyone is wondering. I've been sleeping 8 hours. My alarm is at around 8.5 hours, but I can always wake up before the alarm, which is nice. But getting that out of the way, let's get into the backtesting. Let's do 2 months of backtesting and then reviewing the data. And yeah, let's get into it.
Did I just buy 2 flights? Yes, I did. But good thing, more day in the lives are coming.
Okay, so it's quite a hectic morning because I had some unexpected things happening. But I've just finished backtesting those 2 months of Aussie. So basically 1 month of Euro dollar and 1 month of Aussie Japanese yen. And I'm seeing that the results, so I'm doing hyper learning. It's kind of going back into the month too and seeing, okay, what did I do different between my live market conditions and my backtesting? And I'm seeing a huge discrepancy. And because I want to finish that process to then maybe in the weekend, today is Thursday, be able to compare everything that happened and have an unbiased approach. I'm actually going to backtest 4 months today. I'm going to backtest all the pairs that I trade for October, because I think that's going to be very, very important. And that's one thing that I wanted to tell in this video, which is your goals, they shouldn't be limiting. Like if you think that something can be changed, then change it. Like if all of a sudden you set the goal, oh, I want 400k funding, but in the middle of the year, let's say you do it as a yearly goal, you're like, fuck, maybe I need to backtest more. I need to stick more to my trading plan, work more on my psychology. I don't think this year is going to be enough for me to achieve the funding. It's like, that's fine. You need to update those goals as time progresses, because your life changes, your path changes. And so you just need to go and adapt. Don't make goals be something limiting, but something that you have to reach, and make it something sustainable. So yeah, kind of strange rant, but yeah, going to ASR the Aussie Japanese yen trades, and then I'm going to follow up with backtesting Euro Japanese yen 1 month, so October, and Aussie dollar 2, and ASR all of it. And then yeah, maybe watch 1 week of videos from Gorilla. So that's it. Let's go back into the backtesting once again. One thing that I don't want people to misunderstand, so I've just finished backtesting Euro Japanese yen, is that when people do day in the life videos, they kind of just show when they are working. And the reason for that is because it's the easiest thing to show. Like, because the rest of the things kind of are spontaneous. I had things happening this morning, and so I started this day in the life at 7 a.m. and it's currently 9:30 a.m. still. So 2.5 hours that I've been working, so to say. But I would say that around 1 hour of that was actually doing other stuff. But because it's so many quick, small things, and I think this is just a different day, because this normally doesn't happen every single day. Well, it definitely doesn't happen every single day. but I wouldn't just pick up the camera and film it. But yeah, basically I've booked this morning 2 flights because in January I'm going somewhere, and now in November all of a sudden I'm going somewhere too. So those 2 things happened and I bought the flights. Then my dog wasn't shutting up and I needed to understand what was going on. So that was like 10 minutes. So overall that was around 1 hour already that I've spent talking with people and booking the flights and taking care of my dog. So only 1.5 hours, so to say, was dedicated to backtesting. Now we still have at least 2 hours that I'm still going to work this morning. But if I really am true to myself and I say, okay, how many hours do you really put in every single day? I would say maybe 4. At least backtesting. I don't know if people would consider the things that I do in the coffee shop something like work. Like I like to read books. I consider that kind of education. So the thing is, people that do day in the life videos, they kind of want to make it seem as they are super productive. That's not the case. We now all of a sudden I'm a day in the life YouTuber. I think people just don't record every single thing that they do during the day. So it kind of makes you, the viewer, fill the gaps, and it can be unreasonable, right? Because you just don't know what's going on in people's lives. And so the gaps normally aren't really filled with what people expect. But yeah, that's it. Let's go back to the backtesting. Okay, I have just finished the backtesting. Currently going to finish now the ASR, so putting everything into my Notion. And then I'm going to watch the first week of trade recaps, and that's when I start the hyper learning, basically. Which if you don't know what it is, make sure to check the card in the corner where I kind of explain my process into becoming a better trader every single month. So yeah, let's get into the ASR. So I'm about to go into the hyper learning. Basically, I'm going to watch the trade recaps that my mentor does. Once again, if you want to check what that process looks like, check the card in the corner. You were getting used to the good quality audio, right? I'll solve that soon. So let's get into it. Okay, so while I was doing the hyper learning, the Amazon order came through. So let's look at what it is. It's an improvement to this channel, I'll tell you that. So, first thing is actually a microphone for the camera. So I can record more day in the life videos and I don't need this mic. It's going to be easier so I can record more. And the next one is actually a new lens. A Sigma 16mm 1.4. It's a very well-known lens. So I got a new lens for the camera. What I will do right now is actually change my whole camera setup into putting this mic on and putting this lens. Okay, this is actually the after. So I have a shotgun mic now here at the top and I have a new lens. While I'm editing, I hope I find a difference between video quality. So that's it. Let's keep going with the hyper learning and then let's do lunch. Okay, so before I actually go into the last trade recap that I want to watch for today, it's currently 12:30, so I'm just going to put the fish in the oven. Fish today I'm probably going to be doing some potatoes with it, salad, and afterwards I'm going to finish the trade recap, and yeah, and then in the afternoon I'm going to the coffee shop once again. What I will be doing right now is just finishing the hyperlearning. It's just like 10 more minutes. Then I'm going to go to the coffee shop, and there I'm going to read and I'm going to prepare an interview basically. Not sure if I'm going to record anything in the coffee shop because there isn't really much happening there. But I can show you the charts currently. Euro dollar hasn't been doing much. It's just been in this larger range, so nothing here for me. Euro Japanese yen, I was looking to maybe enter here, but we have been in this overall range, and with this strong retracement, I'm not looking at anything right now. Euro Aussie US dollar, same thing. It's just been very corrective lately. Like, I entered in this trade right here and it resulted in a loss, and then no more trades. And then Aussie Japanese yen, it looked like we were going to have momentum to the upside, but then it started moving down. So currently not looking at anything in the markets. I'm going to stay on the sidelines right now because that's it, because that is a position in itself. Quiet day, but let's go to the coffee shop. Imagine I just scratched the car completely. Before I left the house, I actually set a short order on Zillow. It's a stock. It's a trade on a stock. It's a fundamental trade. It's a company that reported really bad earnings. Their fundamentals are completely changing, and so I just decided to short the stock. I did it already yesterday and I got like a 10% profit, but yeah. That's it. Going to the coffee shop and see you there. Okay, so I just left the coffee shop. It's currently 6 p.m. Focus. I played darts. I finished my summary on a book that I read, which is called Mastery. And I started reading The Undiscovered Self by Carl Jung. Also, I monitored my positions and I just checked the charts. There might be some positions tonight, during the night, probably not in this video, as continuation combos on Aussie dollar and Aussie Japanese yen, depending on how it develops. My trade on Zillow, the stock, it is currently moving down. It moved up 6%, but I just averaged up. I sold more at $70 and it's now currently sitting at around $67. So that's just around 5% profit, not too much. And of course, like compared to my whole account, it's not that much money too, because I don't like risk 1%. It's not really a position, it's more of a fundamental play. So it's not the same thing as I do with my overall trading. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to go to the gym right now. Okay, so I just got out of the gym. It's currently 7 p.m. Basically 7 p.m. I'm not going to go to MMA just because I'm not feeling like it, and I know that if I'm not feeling like going to MMA, the training is not going to be good. So what I've decided for myself is, if I'm missing an MMA training, which is kind of crucial for my day, I'm still going to do some more trading related stuff once I get home. So what I will be doing is actually looking at 2 more videos of hyperlearning, so 2 more trade recaps, and I'm going to organize all the data because this weekend is going to be very important for my growth as a trader, because I'm seeing big gaps between my trading live and my back testing. And because of that, I really need to step up my live market conditions. And the way I'm going to do that is by learning from my back testing what's failing in my live market conditions. So that's exactly what I'm going to do once I head home. So I'll see you there. Look at me, I'm a YouTuber now. Nice vibe. So now that I'm already here, let's do some more hyper learning. I'll go over what I'm looking for in the markets afterwards, the trade that I took on Zillow, and yeah, then that'll be it. Hope you guys are enjoying. If you do, subscribe. I see you there not subscribing. Subscribe. You hear me? Subscribe. Okay, so for me there was really no trade today, but I am indeed looking at Aussie Japanese yen and Aussie dollar to have a continuation. The only trade that I talked about was actually Zillow, where I did short Zillow. I shorted it right here, and I actually took profits right there for so at around 64 I took a little bit of profits, which was lucky. I really took profits on the bottom, but basically the idea was that on earnings they said that it was a fundamental trade, because they had two business models and they decided to completely stop one of the business models and take a huge loss on them. So what I decided to do is, as soon as the market opened, I wanted to enter short, and that's what I did. So I entered short, took around 13% profit. It was a 6% profit because I only closed half of the trade. That's how I'm trading stocks overall. I look at their evaluations, I look at what I think the stock is worth. Like when we're talking about trades in stocks, I want you guys to understand that that's completely different from my normal trade, because when I'm trading stocks, I'm actually making fundamental trades. It's not based on price action. It might be based on a little bit of support and resistance, but I don't have a back-tested trading plan. I just look at the market how it is, the market sentiment, and I trade accordingly. And I will not hit the exponential curve like I do with trading Forex overall, with the funding, with all these things that you can get while trading Forex. So even though I make really good profits in my opinion trading stocks, my focus is still on Forex overall, because to me that's the thing that has the highest return on investment long term. Yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope the quality of the video is a little bit better. Let me know if you want me to make more of these. Let me know in the comments. If you want me to do anything, leave a like and subscribe if you think it's worth it. And I'll see you next week. Peace.